Alexander's asking us what to do about satanic imagery like pentagrams and I'm sure other objects that are in video games. He is talking about in particular the Doom franchise, which is a first-person shooter franchise. I know that there are a couple of games that just come out with maybe some, like Diablo 3 might be a very popular one that's just come out with some demonic imagery in it. Alexander's wondering if these things should be thrown out and deleted just because they're video games doesn't mean that it's not the same as having a drawer or a book full of pentagrams stuffed away in a drawer or something like that. So, Father, what should we do with stuff like this?
We have to remember that the devil is real. One of his great accomplishments is that he's convinced most people that he's not real. And if we don't know that the enemy is in the room, then he can have great power over us. That's why it's very important that we know our enemy. And just as symbols in the church and symbols of God, names, are very real, very powerful. You know, we talk about blessing. So when a priest blesses something, it truly is blessed. It actually has a power. Words have a power. Symbols have a power. We make the sign of the cross, the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Ghost, to remind ourselves of what Christ did for us. But that symbol also has a great power. When you make the sign of the cross, the devil flees. So even if you don't have a crucifix, making the sign of the cross is a powerful prayer, and we might even say a weapon against the devil. If that's the case for good, also on the opposite side, symbols also have power. It's not power for good, but it's power for evil. So things like pentagrams and other satanic symbols and phrases and curses, they truly can have an effect. We bless and something is blessed. We curse and something is cursed. So it is important that we don't just think of these things as empty or powerless. Or I guess he is asking. You know, he's got this game, and I'm sorry to say I don't know anything about Doom. It doesn't sound exactly like something that I would recommend people to play, but I guess his point, Alexander's point, is that within this game symbols, I think that should be a red flag. And because if you've got some of these symbols in there, again, they have powers. And the thing about the devil is he doesn't need us to sell our souls to him to have power over us. Something like pentagrams and other sort of signs and symbols can be little doorways, and if we open up the crack, then he can get his foot in there and push it open more. So I would certainly say anything that has satanic symbols, meanings, should be gotten rid of, because we wouldn't say there's some good, so let's tolerate it for the good that's there. In this case, the exorcist would tell you these are doorways that need to be eliminated.